So if you've been following the channel recently, you know I've been streaming over on Twitch, and you know that I do a lot of PC gaming in terms of things like Warzone, Fortnite, and just a lot of other stuff on a PC. And of course, as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around because it's killing my arm. But as you can see here, I have a pretty good setup. You know, I got a triple monitor set up. I have a little streaming PC down there. Look at my little yellow foot pedals that I got. Disregard the cables and stuff. I had to fix my router. But those little pedals is actually, they're USB foot switches that I can use to control Discord, which is pretty neat. But anyways, back on topic. I have a project today. Since I have a streaming PC, you obviously know that this is my gaming PC. And this one right here was recently upgraded. I went from an Intel i7 7700, which is not overclockable, and it's like, geez, like 4 years old by now. But I decided to switch it out for a 3rd gen Ryzen, AMD Ryzen 3700X. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it is super fast and it's so fun to use. It's so much smoother in games because my i7 7700 I had a lot of issues with it. I think there were some bottlenecks going on, whether it be with the motherboard or with the CPU. So I decided to swap it out. I spent about 500 bucks to get a new motherboard and the new CPU. And my case finally came in. So that's what this video is about. I decided to go ahead and vlog it because why not? But this is the new case. To be honest with you, now that I see them in person, I feel like this case may be built a little better, but the thermals in it are terrible. There's really, the intake on it you can kind of see is not very good. It's all shrouded off, and there's a vent on the other side that you can't see. Then I have a vent on the side and then the back, but there's really nothing else. So I decided to get me one that has some better thermals, and of course this one had a lot of good reviews. This is a Thermaltake V200, I believe, and it had 3 pre-built RGB fans in it, as well as one exhaust fan that's not RGB. So we're gonna go ahead and start building it. I'm gonna start pulling this one apart, and then we're gonna start putting the other stuff in this PC. But look at my little setup, so nice. Oh, and look at my Pepsi. Also, I apologize about the poor audio. I'm using the audio straight from the camera itself, so I know it's not gonna be to the best of standards, but you know what? I'm doing with what I got. So, but we're gonna go ahead and disconnect everything. Okay, change of plans. So I had a really hard time getting everything out of the old case because it sucks. So I decided just to lay it on the ground and take a hammer to it and just rip everything out. I'm kidding, I promise. Everything's fine. Graphics card's there, motherboard and everything's there. Also, I know, don't yell at me. It's on the bed. I don't have any anti-static crap on. I promise you it's gonna work. It's gonna be okay. I got all my stuff laid out here for it. Also, I stole 16 gigs of Trident Z RGB 3200 meg RAM from my streaming PC because the RAM that I have in it right now, which is still in there actually, is 24 megahertz, I believe, 2400 megahertz. So I really wanted to switch that out, and I'm ordering another kit that I'll eventually swap again. But you know, let's go ahead and take this. Oh no, oh God. Ugh, that wasn't good. Okay, anyways, we're gonna take this now. Look at that beauty. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's even got the built-in IO shield. And we're gonna slap this right down in here ever so gently. You know what I just realized too? Oh no. Oh no. The cable's sticking through for the fan. Yeah, that ain't good. Let's see, I'm gonna try to get this tucked out of the way. There we go. Okay, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. Also, I know it's a little dark in here. I apologize. Just squint really hard at your monitor or phone or whatever you're watching it on. Look at that. That fits in there beautifully. Oh, it looks so good. So let's go ahead and tighten that down, and I'm gonna start plugging things up, huh? I think that's gonna be pretty cool, right? All right, so now we got everything screwed in. I had to pull it back out and put some standoffs on this side because it was missing them. Luckily, they came in the box. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it up straight, and we're gonna start working on other things. Actually, first, I wanna take this old memory out because this, I mean, it's okay. It's XPG ADATA RAM. It's 2400 megs, so it's like older. I mean, it still works just fine. I've been gaming on it all week, but I still wanted to switch it out. That's why I got this kit here. It was actually a 32 gig kit, but for right now, because I want to do some testing and everything, so I wanted to put some faster RAM in here because I'm going to be doing a lot of benchmarking on this system too, and I'll be posting the results for it over on my other channel. So make sure you're following me over there, or well, sub to the channel over there. It's called Tech Project. That way you guys can stay up to date with that kind of stuff. This is a terrible idea, picking it up with one hand. Now I got all these cables at the bottom, so now you're gonna see the floor while I switch this over. Geez, doing all this with one hand, I really have a lot of respect for people that do this on a normal basis. I really do. Because it's not easy, guys. Oh, it looks so clean. I wish there was like a shroud or something to hide a lot of that, but once you get the backplate on there, I don't think you're gonna notice too well. So now let's go ahead and start plugging in a bunch of this other stuff, like the CPU header fan. Boom. Got it, then I'm gonna tuck it away and I'm gonna go ahead and start hooking some other stuff and I will be right back. Now we skip forward about a couple of hours and I actually finished putting everything together. I had some issues with recording and setting everything up by myself, but check this out. Everything is in there perfectly. I had some issues mounting the GPU in the back, but it looks like I got it pretty well. And my cable management's pretty good too. I'm going to replace these cables like here, and then of course these cables here with some cable mod extensions because I really don't like the way those look. And that's, to be honest with you, that right there is just, it's kind of tacky. So I'm gonna replace that. And then of course I'm probably going to get some sort of piece of metal that's gonna match this color that I'm gonna stick over this because I really don't want that to show on the power supply in terms of like the lettering and stuff, as well as here. I'm gonna hide that as well. But overall, it looks good. I'm gonna flip it around to show you guys my cable management as well. So I've built a couple of PCs. I don't know if you can really see that. Hold on, I'm gonna get my flashlight. I know it's dark in my room, it's like 10 o'clock, but look at that. Not too bad for, you know, for everything that I was working with. Not too bad at all. I will say though, it gets a little tight down in there, so it is what it is. But I'm not gonna lie, that looks really good. And if you've ever built a PC before, you know it's bad mumbo jumbo to actually put the side panels back on before testing the rig. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to power it up and see if it actually works. So I'm gonna get my, geez, y'all are probably about to throw up because my camera, oh, doing all this yourself sucks. Okay, got that, got the switch on. So we do have lighting so far on the motherboard, which is a good sign. So let's go ahead and hit the power button. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, so let's try. Hey, everything works, thank goodness. And don't worry, that fan doesn't kick on automatically. GeForce RTX 2080. I don't know if you can change the color of that. I don't know if it's set to that blue color or not. Maybe I'll be able to change it. Also, lights up red on the front. You can cycle through the LED modes. Well, that ain't working. I'll have to see why that's not working. I may have plugged up the header wrong or something for the switch, but oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera down and I'm actually going to try to put the side panels on and see what we can get with a finished product and see if it'll post, because that's gonna be really cool, right? Okay, now that we have everything done, all the side panels are put back on and we know it powers up, it's time for us to check and see if it's gonna fully post. So, and by the way, I took a little break. I'm really tired. I don't know what I'm aiming at right now. Hold your horses. Okay. So now we got it plugged in. So let's go ahead and hit the power switch in the back and see what happens. Just booting up, fingers crossed. I really hope I got it on the right input. There we go. I saw it flash. Just took a minute. Boom, and we're up and running. Heck yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to check everything, check the thermals, and I'm going to run some benchmarks and some tests and everything. So if you wanna see me do all of that and see all the specs and how everything works out, make sure you go check out my new tech project channel. The link will be in the description. Also, it'll be on my main page. Guys, that's it. We got the new beautiful PC. I may record some B-roll for you guys to see at the end of this video, or I may put it in the next video.